So we were done with the basic intro. So in this video we are going to discuss mouth. I mean a detail of mouth, but you'll not find a good detail. But let's start with digestion.
There have different other viruses which attack and destroy different type of cells in the
Because
animals.
mouth is the
Like we
first
have
part where
poxy
everything
virus,
would be
which cause
done.
the
So let's
smallpox,
start.
and we have
It's like
hepatitis A, in which we have paramoxyvirus, that is
mouth.
the
Firstly, you need to know,
hepatitis A
is this an anterior or
common virus.
posterior?
So remember this
So if
one
you're
asked
thinking
in
what
the
does this
question,
mean,
that is
it's like
paramoxyvirus.
anterior. There are two types of anterior or posterior. Anterior is like starting.
Now this is what, this is the virus which cause what, which
This
cause
is
mumps,
ending. Okay,
which
if
cause
we talk about the,
mumps. Okay.
if I say
So
mouth is
after
an
that we
anterior part, would
start
you
the
believe?
question which is
I'm sure you would, because
and
that is
digestion,
exactly
that
right.
is clear to you.
It's an
I'm
anterior
going to
opening.
discuss
And
about
if you're thinking why it's
classification
not
of virus
posterior, let me
based on
explain
the
you that as
structure.
well.
How on the structure the virus classified.
Anterior opening.
Here.
Anterior opening. Okay, why it's not posterior? Because if starting is mouth, so the ending would be what? Ending would be anus, and anus is like downward part. So anterior simply means the first part. So before we do anything, digestion start with the first part, that is of course mouth. So we when we talk about its location, mouth location, where does exactly this is present? You'll see this, the
And we
lips
have
plus
one more
cavity.
point here, helical.
When you lips plus cavity,
Helical capsid, because
you will
the
see
capsid
a
with this
space
structure,
between, I mean
capsule
teeth or
can
the
form
tongue.
this
I
layered
mean before
structure.
teeth you will see a
So
space, that
helical
space is
capsid
known as
basically it is
vertebule.
present in T and V. T and V. And if I talk about what? If I talk
Vertebule.
about polyhedral,
Okay,
we can say head and tail, so
then
that
in
is
this
in the
structure you will find
adenovirus, or you
a
can
lot
say the
of
telophase.
things would be done.
Polyhedral.
It's like first part in
So
this,
in which we have
food
head
would be
and tail, so
taken,
that
and
is
whatever
in
we
the
eat only
telophase and
goes in this part
telomeres.
first thing. And here you will see the bones which are present are known as
And it
zygomatic
is also
bones.
in the adenovirus, which is known as common cold virus. Okay.
These
Another
are
we have structure, that is basically
zygomatic
annulus virus.
bones.
Number C, we have annulus virus.
Okay, then you will also see
So this
this helps
annulus
in the
virus is basically
mastication. I
present in
mean,
influenza.
chewing of the food would
Influenza.
be done.
But last we have
Mastication.
basically last we have complex virus. As I told you here, what bacterial phage also contain polyhedral virus, but it is
You will
very
also see one
complex.
more thing.
So
If
complex
anyone
virus
asks you what
normally
exactly
it is
happens in the
present in the
mouth, it's
blood.
like
Now what
whatever you eat would be
so
converted
these
into
are
starch.
how
I mean,
basically
carbohydrate breakdown is start, and in mouth you will see
basically
30% of
genome.
breakdown would be done. 30% breakdown is done in mouth. The rest would be done where? Rest would be done in stomach, as I'm sure you know that. And mouth has, like mouth complete 30%, and that's done in carbohydrate. Like
Now
whatever you
see
eat
one more thing in our
is
body, that is
carbohydrates.
the
Okay, and that
glucose.
would be
So
converted
at first
into
form we have double,
starch to
A
maltose,
and
then
B.
glucose.
Double is
A lot of
secreted
forms would be
DNA.
made.
This
Okay,
is the virus which is
sorry.
present in smallpox.
Then you will see one more thing.
Another we
The
have
mouth is
basically
composed of
double
two
stranded
structure.
RNA virus.
It's like
Double
mouth,
stranded RNA virus. So that is present in
which
basically
is
we can
divided
say that is
into
present in diarrhea.
maxilla and mandible.
That is present in
Maxillary,
diarrhea, and we have double.
mandible.
So it is there is
So
present
you see two
arenovirus.
types of structure, maxilla and mandible. The maxilla, which is fixed,
Another
and
we
that is
have
upper part.
arenovirus, which is
If you're
basically
thinking
present
why it's
here.
fixed,
It
because
is
if
present
you
in
have
rubella
noticed, whatever
virus.
you eat, only if you speak, whatever you do with your mouth is done by mandible movement, not
Rubella virus.
maxillary. So this
Now
is
here we are
non-fixed
in the
or
classical
unfixed.
form of
It's
HIV.
non-fixed.
So for HIV we have single
Non-fixed. Okay,
stranded RNA.
and this is upper.
That great for
Let me write
DNA
this as well.
synthesis.
This is the
Since
upper
in our
region,
basic
upper
knowledge,
part.
the DNA is synthesized.
This is down
So when
region,
the DNA is synthesized, so that is basically in the
and you will
HIV.
see a
In
lot of
HIV, the
enzymes
single
help
stranded
in
RNA form
doing
the double
digestion in
stranded
mouth.
DNA
Enzyme
virus.
used